And good morning. Ooh, yeah, that's not too bad. I reached up here to move something and I whacked the camera. I've got a screen that's like this big down in the corner set up, and I'm like, ooh, I can't see how bad it is. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. It could have been a lot worse. So welcome, Morning Mindset. How's everybody doing on this fine Monday morning? It's the first Monday of August, August 5th, 2024. Thank you so much for joining us. It's your first time here or your long time here. I think maybe a little more that way. Maybe a little more like that. Yeah. So this is what I need to know from you. I need to know who you are and where you're from, what the weather is like in your area, and what is in your cup. Yeah. So this morning cup, a little astro vibe. Weather, it's already like 80 degrees and 80% humidity, and we're getting storms. And yeah, I mean, it's not like, it's not like hurricane stuff down south, but it's going to be gross and nasty. And welcome to summer in the Midwest. You people that have seasons, you guys don't understand winter in July. July is now going into August, where we get -30, and we'll also get temps above the hundreds. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. The most important part of today is your 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So for us, DTF and UV DTF printing needs to get done today. We've got invoicing that needs to go out, more temporary tattoos that need to get done. We've got team stores that we're going to work on and set up Tuesday with Todd. We are going to do a Tuesday with Todd tomorrow. We're going to do it on Cuddle. So we're going to talk about that. And that's a day. I mean, that's it, right? See you next time. No, today's topic to cover: how soon is too soon? And what does that mean? We are now in August. So when are you starting your seasonal sales? When are you starting your seasonal products? When are you doing that? I mean, we just look at August here. We got back to school. We've already got schools back to school. They started last month. We've got fall in general, is always a big thing. Then you've got Halloween. Then you got Thanksgiving. You've got Christmas. So what are you promoting when are you starting to promote it? So that's an open discussion. This is what I want to hear from you about. So let's check in and see how everybody is doing this morning. Renee, good morning to you. Muggy, rainy, 78 degrees. Yeah, it is. It's bad. On the way to 97, Chicagoland. Water in the bottle, cold brew in the fridge. Working on top 5. Good job from Renee. And Sarah, good morning to you. 72 and partly cloudy. Intermittent rain in the forecast. Coffee in the cup. Water in the bottle. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you. Rainy, wet Florida. Not much on my list today. You just stay dry, right? That's it. And Sarah's 5 things: process stores, build stores, finalize completed stores, purchasing, and pick up some fixtures for new store. I found a marketplace. Dude, marketplace is a wonder for finding fun stuff. Jenny, good morning to you. 73 and stormy there in northern Indiana. Water in the cup. Chuck's got 100% chance of rain. Yeah, you do. Jeff, morning, 78. I'm going to be a muggy one there in northern Kentucky. No drink yet because my wife took it. Those wives, man. Those wives. 5 things: 3D print, fixed 3D printer, print and vinyl, pack orders, play with laser. It's just like a rinse and repeat day anymore. I feel the same way, Jeff, where it's like the same thing day in, day out. Barb, good morning to you from North Central Minnesota. We're to 62, cloudy, water in the bottle. 5 things: quotes, DTF, sewing alterations, digitized logos, schedule next 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, what kind of schedule are we talking about? A production schedule, social media posting schedule? What kind of schedule? I need to revisit my schedule for social media posting today to make sure that everything is out, where it needs to be. So that's also on my somewhat list today. I'll probably do that on our call while we're in our mentorship, which, if you didn't know, we have a mentorship community. 20 bones a month right here, patreon.com/fatdadmc. We have a call in there starting at 9:30 today. So I'm going to be working on stuff on that. Jerry, good morning to you. And Barb saying hi. Renee, Sarah, Chuck, Jenny, Jeff. Morning, Jeff from Sarah. Morning, Barb from Sarah. Morning, Barb from Jeff. And Jerry, hi, Renee, Barb, Sarah, Jeff, Todd, Chuck, Jenny. Look at that. I'm getting them all. And Tim, good morning to you. Last day in your 30s. Ooh, do I remember that? I do remember that now that I think about it. Hey, Tim. And wives, husbands. Hey, husbands don't take drinks. Just saying. Morning, Jerry. Right there. So, here's what we got. Looking at things, so I can move it over here. I'm trying to figure out, we start, if you think about it, in July, they run Christmas and July specials. It's middle of the year. You got 6 months to go on it. But when we start looking at things that we want to promote and when we want to do them, how far out are you doing it? We've got 2 different sets of things here. So on our wholesale print side of it, if we want to be a provider of designs for people, we need to have those out at least 2 to 3 months ahead of time. So people have the opportunity to go ahead and purchase those and then use them to create their own things. Now, the problem with that is like right now, we have back to school and we have fall. So even though we release stuff back in early spring for it, we still need to talk about those now so people order them. But we need to be up to that point. We need to have everything ready to go. So, hey, don't forget your back to school designs. Don't forget your, I was going to say fishing. I don't know why I was going to say fishing, but your fall and fishing, maybe those go hand in hand with F. But then your Halloween, your breast cancer awareness, your pink in October, you've got so much. So we need to make sure that we're set ready to go so we can still promote those. So we've got a plan to be able to do it beforehand, tell everybody, hey, 3 months is what you need to do on it. So that's kind of our minimum on things is 3 months. Like right now, we're in August. So September, October, November. So what we should be really working on is all of our Christmas stuff. Because on our side, anything that we want to do, especially on the transfer side of things, people are going to be done ordering those by like the first week of December. And then it'll just be regular orders that come in. Why? Well, because they need to get the stuff and then they need to get out to their customers. So the sooner we get things out there, the easier it is for them to get. But you run into, and I don't know if anybody else has, but you run into that backlash of things of like, hey, it's not even blank yet. And they're already doing this. Like was in Menards over the weekend, which we'll talk about our weekend. I want to see what you did this weekend and tell me about that. And I'll tell you all about ours. But we're in Menards this weekend. So, the beginning of August, and they've got their Halloween stuff out ready to roll on it. Full displays built, ready to go. So, how soon is too soon? How many months are you pushing stuff? What are you doing with it? So I want to hear more about what you think on that. Let's see. Jerry was late because she was scheduling a colonoscopy. Well, thanks for that, Jerry. Jerry's typing her inside thoughts again. That's what I'm saying, Jeff. Her scared thoughts. Yeah. Did you just say the D word? Yeah. December. Divorce. What did I say? December? I don't know. What D word did I say? I don't do sales. Let's see. So when you do sales, so on this barb, like on our side and like on team stores. So, we know we've already got stuff set up here for the fall, but we have to look at if people want things in time for Christmas. So we need to run that store in November. And traditionally for the Christmas ones, we run it through, Black Friday through the end of that, that weekend after, depending when 4th of July. I am totally off today, depending when Thanksgiving happens. It's the 4th, but sometimes you get more or less days in there. Through that Cyber Monday type thing, hey, now we're able to close out your store and get things to you by Christmas. But what it is more on that seasonal thing. So if we have, like us, if we want to focus on ornaments and we want to do it, how soon should we start doing ornaments? Right now? Should we really start pushing them now? We've got hundreds of designs of ornaments. So realistically, we could post a new ornament every day and still not hit everything before Christmas time. So that's something to consider. And then what do you want to do? Like if that's not your jam, then it doesn't have to be your jam. You don't have to think about that. But start thinking about when your cutoff days are for customers. Start thinking about your production schedule for things. Start thinking about shipping times. Start thinking about rush fees. All those things leading into the Christmas season that you want to get ahead of now. And so we'll do that because we will still get between in the last quarter of it is those onesie twosie orders of things for it. We'll get the group orders of things. We'll still get the team sales of it. If we're going to focus on like the DTF side of things, that'll still be there. But when it comes to those seasonal designs and that, we need to start putting them out there. Like right now, if we would be working on Christmas, well, we need to have before Christmas, we got fall that we need people to buy for. We've got Halloween that we need people to buy for. We've got Breast Cancer Awareness Month that we need people to buy for. So we've got to start putting all those things out there now. And then during that month that it happens. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it, but I'm not 100% sure if I know. Yes, December. December will be here before you know it. And look at that. Cindy, good morning. Don't know what season to expect today. I don't know either. It's horrible about that. Drinking funnel cake cold brew with Twix creamer. That sounds like a fair food and a half right there. It does sound pretty yummy. So let me, tell me how you guys are planning out your season for your fourth quarter. leading into that, because we are in third right now. Then while we do that, hey, tell me about your weekend. So this weekend we had a good weekend. It was a busy weekend. Friday night, we went to see Little Mermaid. Cindy, co-producer of that, and we'd seen the show on the cruise ship. So it's like, okay, how does this compare to that? As far as storyline, great, everything was there. It was a really good show. It was really fun. The kids enjoyed themselves with it, so it was a blast, and we loved going to that. Only issue was that we're like, oh, when are we going to eat dinner? Do we eat dinner before? And then by the time we had everything else going on Friday, because we had a lot of things to get done for the poker run, we're like, we'll just eat dinner afterwards. So, eating dinner at 10 o'clock at night with the kids is always fun. So that was Friday. Then Saturday, we went right into the poker run, which we raised $230 for the school for a poker run. I think, what we have, 47 people in it. For our golf cart poker run. I went through the neighborhood, finished up there, raised some money for the school. We weren't even out of the driveway yet, and I was on the phone actually talking to a customer. There's a few customers that have the direct bat line number, and they had some things on Saturday that they were asking questions about. And I was walking across the yard, and somehow or another I stepped on a nail, and it went through my flippy flop and into my foot about a good quarter of an inch. So I'm on the phone. I was like, hey, I got to let you go. I just stepped on a nail. And so we pulled it out, and I left some remnants behind on that. We got it fixed up. We had a couple of nurses and paramedics that were there. And I'm like, well, what do I do? Like, let's just clean it off, let's throw some ointment on it, and let's put a Band-Aid on it and continue about it, because we got a day to go. So overall, it was a really fun day. Afterwards there, we stopped by the little bar on the river, had some pizzas there, kept having some drinks, came back home, watched some SummerSlam with Hudson, and had a great day there. Yesterday was a day of catch up. It was, here's things that I need to get done, because Saturday is usually like the day I cut grass, do things like that. So it was cutting grass. It was put a new windshield on the golf cart, because we had broken ours. And there was something else that we had in there. And I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't know. So it was a busy weekend all the way around. Finished it off with some smash burgers on the griddle, and it was a good weekend. So a good, nice weekend, busy. I think from here on out, I don't think our next free weekend where we don't have anything going on is till like after Labor Day. This weekend, and not too much longer. I got to look at dates. Here 3 weeks from today, Crystal Cruise. So they will be attending out on that. So we've got lanyards and stuff to get done for there. I think passport holders, we've got to do the UV bundles, because we are sponsoring part of it. So we are going to do something with that. And just a good overall fun experience this past week, and looking forward to it. But every weekend, it's coming that time of year. We've got school starting back up. We've got stores starting back up. It's just going to be nonstop busy. Love it. Love to be your print provider. So if you need help, just reach out to us and we can let you know. Yeah, Jeff, it was not good. Like, it was like going through it, because what I thought was that I had, I was walking through mulch, and I thought I had just, but it wears flip-flops a lot, walking through certain things, sometimes it gets kicked up and it gets stuck in your foot. And that's what I thought it was just a piece of mulch that got stuck between things. So then I stepped to kick it off, and I'm like, oh, that kind of hurts. And then I looked down, and there's a big old nail. And I mean, it was of a good quarter inch into my foot, and it did not feel the greatest, but hey, that's nothing that a Band-Aid and some beers and some shots and things throughout the day can handle. It's good there. Let's see. Tim just got done learning how to send a doc to get signed electronically with Obi. Had to send the waiver for the cheer bags. Oh, very nice. Look at that. Jerry said, that sounds technical, Tim. So you should ask Tim how he did that in our mentorship call, and he'll be able to help you. Yeah, it was, like I said, Jeff, it was not good. Flip-flops, shoes wouldn't have protected against it, because it was a nail that went through the sole. It was not there. Went golfing this Saturday, came home to a party my wife tossed. Very nice. Yesterday, got new air compressor and a few other things, and basically worked out there all day. Very nice. Surprise. So yeah, it was a great weekend on it. And yesterday was I'm trying. There was something else that I thought that we had got done, but I don't even remember. It didn't work much this weekend. Usually, I just might work a little in the mornings, but from 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, really on Friday until this morning, I didn't touch any emails. I answered a few phone calls. Didn't really answer any messages because it was just go 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 go. And now today it's like catch up time. So that's where looking at our schedule, planning the things out. Here's what we're going to do. And this is on that seasonal side of things. It's like, I know what I want to do, but I need to know, do I really need to do it? So do we want to, do we want to see about getting any craft shows and things like that? A lot of them are already filled up. A lot of them, you had to apply for, 6 months ago. So maybe not, maybe so. Depends on what we're going to do with it. We do have some new equipment coming, but I'm just not sure what it is. I know that sounds really odd. You're in our mentorship community. We talk about it there. But for the most part, we'll see how that plays out. I want to see what we really want to focus on and what we really want to do. Because if we're trying to push on the, on the team store side of things, do we really focus on monthly drops for bundles? Do we really focus on doing ornaments? Do we really focus on the award side of things? We know what does that step outside of that realm. So the biggest thing is no matter what we do, we got to pick something and do it. And then we got to make sure that we're just staying consistent with it. Post, putting as much information out there as often as possible, because the more people that can see it, the more chances you have. For us on the personal side of things, we're continuously building our brand, continuously building our following. We did hit 10,000 followers last week. So that was pretty cool. And now, now the next one will be, milestone is 15,000. So we'll see how long it takes us to get there. But it's really focusing on that content creation, putting things out there because we want to, be seen more by more people, have the opportunity to work with more people. And that was the only way really to do it, was just get more information out there. Jerry said she went to a pool party Saturday and worked outside on Sunday. Sounds like a good weekend there. Jerry, not that big of a surprise. I have cameras all over my place. I seen the balloons. My buddy was being real fishy while golfing. See, that's where cameras ruin everything. She should have just pulled the modem and had no internet. And then you would have been like, what's up? Yeah, it was because it was for his birthday. And Barb says, my youngest daughter and family were here this weekend. Fix some drip irrigation, schedule his production appointments. Yeah. And so that's something that we are looking at heavily going forward. Now that we're really pushing on team stores, is when those end dates are going to happen. So when those stores close, how much production we can take care of and do during that time. So we make sure that everything is kosher. There shouldn't be anything that falls behind schedule or falls off schedule. And that's a really big part of it. When you're doing a lot of things, if you're not on schedule, then you're screwed. Things can happen. We ordered polos in last week, and they were all maroon and gray. All of them were fine except the largest. The largest came maroon and navy, and I'm like, did I hit something wrong? And I went back and looked. No, they were just pulled wrong. So that's all part of that scheduling thing. Those came in on Thursday afternoon. So Friday, going through it to see it. So they wouldn't. I think they should have been able to ship out, and then we'll have them today. But it's still, that's 2 extra days that things didn't happen. So planning for that, that 10 to 15 business days out on some of those things, those 7, 10, it's really knowing it. And in a case like that, it's like, hey, we need that stuff because we can't do, a team and have, 6 people missing out on stuff. So we do our best with it and try and push through and make sure everything is happening because, man, it's tough. We have the scheduler that we have online that we do a lot. For ours, it's pretty simple. We just have the Google Sheet. Corey has access to it. I have access to it. And then as jobs come in, even if it's bids, quotes, whatever, it puts on there. And then it's a status with it. What are we doing with it? Is it going with it? Things to check up on. Because there's times where I know this weekend, we did stuff for a reunion that was this past weekend. And there was some requests for some things from that after the fact. So I told Corey, just put it on the list and we'll take care of it on Monday. Calls that I get, things like that. I can just go in there and add them real quick and have it in the notes. And I have yet to find a perfect solution for me but I do what I can do to make it work. Okay. So we've got tomorrow, Tuesday with Todd, Cuddle. It's something that we've been doing for a while. It's software, and so we're gonna show that to you, how we use it and why I feel it's an amazing thing, especially if you have a laser. If you have a laser, be all over it. The big thing is, it is super simple, super easy to watch. If you're interested in looking at it now, I'll post a link, and give me a second to post a link because I want to post the affiliate link because, hey, why not? It'll save you like 10%, I think is what it is. I think it saves you, you'll get 10% off the first month. So if we use this and I copy the link address, and use the code FATDAD, you will save 10%. So where did that go? That's right here. Use the code FATDAD to save 10% on your first month. So there's that. You can go check that out, and we're going to run through that because we do have some different things that we're going to make. So check that out. That's tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's getting set up today. It's part of Tuesday with Todd. And I don't know if Tuesday with Todd will continuously be the hour-long program. It just might be, here's the information, let's go through with it, and then when it's done, it's done. We'll see how that plays, but it'll be nice there. It goes there. You used your ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels? Why did I say ClickFunnels? Man, I haven't used them for a while. Creative Fabric. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. But that's what we got. That's what we got rocking and rolling. We're going to get out of here so we can get stuff done before our mentorship call. Like I said, that starts in 20 or 37 minutes. You can go sign up right here. $20 a month. We'll get in there for that. So until tomorrow, because I can say tomorrow, because we do have Tuesday with Todd tomorrow. I'm excited to bring that back and do some things with it and look for more of that because of other things that we're working on for people. So I'm pretty excited about that. So until next time, peace, love, press on. We will see you then.